Okay. So did you understand how to check what kind of singularity it is? Simply you expand this function fz in the power of z minus a. Now, if there are no negative powers of z minus a, then if that condition happen, then that singularity is called your what? Removable singularity. And if there are finite number of negative powers of z minus a, if you are getting 1, 2, 5, whatever be the number, but that number should be what? Finite. If there are finite number of negative powers of z minus a, then that singularity is called your what? That singularity is called what? Your pole. And whatever be the highest order there you will get, that will be the what? Order of that pole. And then uh, if there are infinite number of negative powers of z minus a, then that will be what? Essential singularity. Say for an example, if you have you did this one, what you have come to know here? I have already written z equal to a is the essential singularity. Why? Now if you compare with this result, what I told you to check, how you need to check the removable pole or essential. So if you see this one, uh, sign of 1 upon z minus a, if you break this one, if you expand the sign series expansion, if you are expanding this one, so what? This one. And this is goes up to what? Up to infinity. Okay. Now see here, if you take z minus a to the denominator, so what? Z to the power z minus a whole to the power minus 1. This if you take the denominator, what? Numerator, so z minus a whole to the power minus 3. If you take this z minus a to the numerator, this is z minus a to the power minus 5. So here, this the power of z minus a, there are all are negative here. So there are infinite, and it goes up to what? Infinity. So there are infinite number of what? Negative powers of z minus a. And so the point z equal to a is the what? It's called what? Essential singularity of this function of z. Similarly, if you see that previous problem, now see this one. E to the power 1 by z. Now if you break this, if you expand this exponential series in exponential series, so you'll get this one, 1 plus 1 upon z plus 1 upon factorial 2 z square plus 1 upon factorial 1 upon z cube plus dot dot what? It goes up to what? It goes up to what? Infinity. It goes up to what? Infinity. Now here obviously you know z equal to 0. Z equal to 0 is the singularity. So z minus a will be what? Z minus a will be z itself. So what is the power of z minus a here? It is minus 1. Here it will be what? Z minus a whole to the power is to what? Minus 2. Here it is minus 3. So there are almost each term contains what? The negative power of what? Z minus a. So there are infinite number of terms containing what? Negative powers of z minus a. And that's why the singularity z equal to a is what? Is the essential singularity of the function. Is that clear? Now the next one is this problem. What it says that if an analytic function fz has a pole, if an analytic function has a pole of order m at z equal to a, then 1 upon fz has a 0 of order m at z equal to a, and conversely. That means if you have an analytic function and you are getting that analytic function fz has a pole of order m, then if you take the inverse of that function, then the point at which you have got your what? That is the pole, the singularity, which is pole, that point will become the zero of the function, and then 0 of which function? 0 of 1 upon fz. And what will be the order of that 0? That the order will be what? M. and conversely. That means if 1 upon fz has 0 of order m, then this z equal to a becomes what? Z equal to a becomes pole of the function what? Fz of order m, conversely. So let's prove this result. So if fz has a pole, of order m at z equal to a, then it can be written as what? Fz is equal to what? 1 upon z minus a into what? Phi z. Okay, where phi z is analytic and not 0 at z equal to what? A. So obviously, why? Because if I am taking j limit, already I told you how to find out the pole of a what? Pole of a single, how to check whether it is the singularity is your pole or not, and if it is pole, so then how will you what will be the order of that pole? So already I told you to find out the limit. If a is the singularity, so then check, then find out the limit when z tends to a of what? Z minus a. There exists a what? Positive integer n such that z minus a whole to the power m fz, sorry, that fz, that will be equal to what? That will be equal to a, some constant. That should not be equal to 0. That should not be equal to 0. So same thing here I have taken here. So fz I have considered 1 upon z minus a whole to the power m into phi z. This phi z is analytic and it is not 0 at z equal to a. So therefore 1 upon fz. If you inverse it, if you take the inverse of that one, 1 upon fz, that means z minus a whole to the power m into fz phi z. So obviously 1 upon fz has a 0 of order m. Obviously, it was no. Z equal to a becomes what now here? Z equal to a becomes now 0 of what? Of order m. Of which function? Of 1 upon fz. Okay. Now similarly, in conversely, since phi of a is not 0, obviously we know that one. So this is equal to 0. If you want to find out the 0 of this function, that means root, if you want to find out the root, says z equal to a. So since this will not be 0, so this will be 0. So this will be 0 means what? If suppose x minus 1 whole to the power 3 is equal to 0. So what are the roots? Roots are what? X is equal to what? 1, 1, and 1, 3 times. So here this phi z should not be 0. So that means this is equal to 0. And this is equal to 0 means what? A will come how many times? M times. So z equal to a is the 0. And how many times it will come? It will come m times. So z equal to a is the what? 0 of order m. Then conversely, suppose 1 upon fz has a 0 of order m at z equal to a. So now we are considering that 1 upon fz has a 0 of order what? M at z equal to a. Then 1 upon fz equal to what? Z minus a to the power m into g into g of z, where gz is what? Analytic and not non-zero. So fz will be what? If you take the inverse of this, fz equal to what? Hz by z minus a whole to the power m. And hz equal to what? I have considered 1 upon gz. And this is what? This is analytic and non-zero. And so fz has a pole of order what? M. So this z equal to a will be nothing but your what? This will not be 0. This is a non-zero. Z is non-zero. And it is analytic. So 1 upon z minus a whole to the power m. So this is what your this z equal to a is the what? Is a pole of what? Of order m. Then some examples are there. What kind of singularity for the following function? You need to check the singularity of the function at the given point. The points are given. That means at z equal to 2 pi I, what kind of singularity you will get? Whether you will get removable singularity, whether you will get pole, or whether you will get essential singularity. Okay. So for every function, here it has been given. You need to check at the particular points, at the given points. But if in your exam, if it has a question has come, what kind of singularities of the what kind of singularity of this function, and the point is not given, then first you need to find out the point at which this you need to find out the singularity point. First you need to find out the singularity point, and then that singularity point you need to check. Okay, so here it is no need to find out the singularity point because the singularity point is already given. So you need to check only at z equal to 2 pi I, whether this singularity is your what kind of singularity it is for this function 1 upon e to the power minus z. Similarly for this at z equal to pi by 4, and for this at z equal to a. Okay, let us see fz equal to, fz is what? 1 upon 1 minus e to the power z. It is 1 upon 1 minus e to the power z. Now in place of 1, I am going to write e to the power twice n pi I. Why? If you write, so is there any problem? Because this will be what? E to the power I theta is what? Cos I theta plus I sin theta. So it will be cos 2n pi plus I sine of what? Twice n pi. Now here n is the positive, n is the integer, positive integer. So if you go on putting the value of n here. So now twice n, that will be what? Even into pi. Even, so that will be your either you get 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, 10 pi, 12 pi. Like this you will get here. So if you know that one, this is 0, this is your pi by 2, this is your pi, this part is your pi, this is your 3 pi by 2, and this is what? Again 2 pi, the complete rotation. Then again, if you move like this, so you'll get what? 4 pi. Again, if you move, you'll get what? 6 pi. Okay, so at this point, these are what? Even multiple of what? Pi. So now at this point, all the values are same. That means whatever the value of sine or cos at this point, it has same value for 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, 10 pi. So what is the value of cos 0? Cos 0 is what? At this point, what is the value of cos? That is 1. And at this point, what is the value of sine? That is 0. So this part will become 0 and this will becomes what? 1. So in place of 1, I can write e to the power what? Twice n pi. Similarly, in the denominator, e to the power twice n pi minus e to the power z. Now what I have done, e to the power twice n pi I have taken common from the numerator, from the denominator. Then from numerator and denominator it will cancel out. So you will get 1 minus e to the power z divided by e to the power 2n pi I. But that will take it to the upper in the numerator. So that will be what? E to the power z into e to the power minus 2n pi I. Okay. Then next, e to the power a into e to the power b. That will be about what? E to the power a plus b. So this will be e to the power z minus 2n pi. So 1 upon, now 1 minus e to the power z minus 2n pi. No. So e to the power x. So that is what? E to the power x exponential series 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x cube by factorial 3 plus x to the power 4 by factorial 4 plus dot dot up to infinity. So it is what? 1 minus is there already. Then if you expand this one, so first you'll get 1. Then why it is minus? Because the expansion of this is all terms are positive. Since negative is already the outside, so if you multiply, so you'll get all the terms should be negative. So first you 1 will come, then what? Minus e to the j, that is z minus 2n pi, then minus z minus 2n pi whole square by factorial 2. Like this it will go on. Now see, this 1 and 1 will cancel out, and from this, now see here, this 1 and this 1 will cancel out. So what? Each term containing what? Z minus 2n pi I. So take common z minus 2n pi I and take to the left side. So z minus 2n pi I into fz is equal to 1 upon. What will left? If z minus 2n pi is taken common, so here it will left minus 1. Here it will left what? Z minus 2n pi. 1 z minus 2n pi is taken outside. So minus z minus 2n pi by factorial 3. Next will be what? Z minus 2n pi whole square by factorial 3. And like this it will go on. After doing that, take limit, because here at which point you need to find? At the point z 2 pi I. So now take limit z tends to 2n pi I here first. So limit z tends to 2n pi I, z minus 2n pi I into fz is equal to limit this one. Now if you put here, now see from here onwards, each term containing z minus 2n pi I. So if in place of z, if you are putting twice n pi I, so from this term onwards, all term will become 0. So what will left here? 1 by minus 1. So you are getting minus 1, and which is not 0. And so what? This is what? Z minus 2n, z equal to 2n pi I is the what? Is the pole, because this is the what? Pole of order is what? What is the order? What is the order here? 1. So z equal to twice n pi I is a pole of order 1. Now, but in your question, you need to check at what? Z equal to 2 pi I. 2 pi I. Same thing. Either you take 2 pi I or 4 pi I or 6 pi I for everyone, for everything. That is 2, because twice n is even. So if you put n equal to 1, so you will get what? 2 pi I. If you put n equal to 2, you will get 4 pi I. That means at all these singularity points, 2 pi I, 4 pi I, 6 pi I, at all this singularity point, this is a what? Pole of order is what? This is the pole of order 1, or it is called what? Simple pole. So always you need to expand this one. After expansion, you can. So 2 different methods I have shown you how to find out how to check what kind of singularity it is. You can apply any one. That depends upon you. Then the other one, you can do that one. So then this one, fz equal to 1 upon sin z minus cos z. Now you need to check it's what? 1 upon sin z minus cos z. You need to check the singularity at z equal to pi by 4. Okay. So what are the poles of fz are given by? So first you need to find out what are the poles. So what? Just to put the denominator equal to 0, sin z minus cos z equal to 0. And if you solve, you will get z equal to n pi plus pi by 4. Or in other words, you can do like this also. If you simply, if you rationalize it, so you will get like this one. Cos twice z, fz equal to minus sin z plus cos z. And if you take limit z tends to pi by 4 of cos twice z into 5z, so you will get minus root over 2, that is not equal to 0. And so fz as a pole of order 1 at z equal to pi by 4. Like this also you can do that one. Then this is of same kind, you can do that one. Then you show that the function e to the power minus 1 upon z square has no singularity. You have to show that this e to the power minus 1 z has no singularity. That means this function is analytic. So fz is what? E to the power minus 1 upon z square. So this, if you take the denominator, so 1 upon e to the power 1 by z square. So poles, how to give the poles? How to find out the poles of fz? Poles of fz is given by what? just putting the denominator equal to 0, this one. E to the power 1 upon z square equal to 0, which is not possible for any value of z. Okay, so what is the pole? Just to find out the pole of this function fz. So pole, to get the pole, just you simply put the what? Denominator equal to 0. So e to the power 1 by z square equal to 0. So you won't get any value of z for which this e to the power 1 upon z square will become 0. Okay, because z square is positive. What? Because z square becomes positive. So the only value of z for which exponential will be 0, that is e to the power minus infinity. So e to the power minus infinity is 0 only. So, but this infinity, how will you do that? You won't get minus infinity here. So no value of z for which this will be what? Is equal to 0. So you are not getting any pole. So which is not possible for what? Any value of z. And so zeros of fz are given by what? So zeros of fz is given by e to the power, this one, e to the power minus 1 upon z square equal to 0. So zeros is given by what? E to the power minus 1 upon z by z square, 1 upon z square equal to 0. And that is e to the power minus infinity. That means minus 1 upon z square equal to what? Infinity. That means 1 upon z square equal to what? Infinity. And that means what? Z square equal to what? 0. And so z equal to 0. So z equal to 0 is a 0 of order what? 2. How many zeros you are getting? So this time it is not a pole. It is a 0. It is a what? 0. So z equal to 0 is a 0 of order 2, so that there is no limit of 0. Consequently, there is no singularity of fz. So therefore, fz is what? Free from singularity. 0 is not the singularity. Singularities are what? Pole, removable singularity, or essential singularities. So there are many problems here. You just to go through that one. Name the singularity in each case given the region of convergence at each point. So this is fz is given, fz's are given, and the points are given at which you need to check its singularities. So just I'm showing one. So fz is equal to what? E to the power twice z, z minus 1 whole to the power 3. So this can be written like this also. Cross multiply this one. Now take limit on both sides, z equal to 1 on both sides. So what? E to the power 2 and e to the power 2 is what? If you take limit on both sides, so you'll get the limit will be what? E to the power 2. And that will be what? Obviously, it will never be 0. So that means what? It is a z equal to 1 is a what? Pole of order what? 3. Z equal to 1 is a pole of order 3. Okay. So next, this just you go on. Take this one. Bakibur koriba tomaloke kida. Now just jodi etu soa. Etu asle 5 number to 5 number eta dekhai di asu. Now this is what? 1 upon z square into z minus 3 whole square at z equal to 3. You need to check whether this z equal to 3 is your z equal to 3 is your what? What kind of singularity it is? Okay, so now see here. So A2 functional. So A2 equal to, this is another method, another way of checking. So now this one, z minus 3 is equal to just you put u. Z minus A, always you put z minus A. Z minus A is equal to what? U, always you put. Then from this just you find what is z. And z will be what? A plus u. Okay, so z equal to what? 3 plus u. So now fz is equal to what? Fz is given 1 upon z square into z minus 3 whole square. So this is, so what is z here? U plus 3 and z minus 3 is what? U. So now from here I am taking what? 3 common. So try to make it is of this form. the denominator, this part. U square to yat ase already. Now, yar from 3 common loisu kyo karone to make it is 1 plus x, whatever will be the power, 1 plus x form or 1 minus x form. So here you need to take 3 common. So if you take 3 common, so you'll get 1 plus u by 3 whole square. Now this 1 plus u by 3 whole square, bring it to the numerator. So it will be power minus 2. So by binomial theorem, 1 plus x whole to the power n or minus n, you know how to expand it. It is, so the expansion is done here. So this is the expansion. This is the expansion. Then after that, 1 by 9 u square is already in the outside. So just you multiply the whole expression by 1 upon 9 u square. So you'll get this one. Okay. And then at last, in place of u, just you put this one. What is u? What you have considered? Z minus 3. So now you put here. So now see here. Now see how many powers of z minus 3 are negative. Is there any powers of z minus 3 is negative? If, then whether that power of z minus 3, the number of power of z minus 3 is negative, is your infinite or finite. So we have only 2 terms in which the power of z minus 3 is what? Negative. That means negative power of z minus 3 is what? Your finite. Is what? Finite. And that means what? If the expansion of z minus a, if the expansion of fz in the form of what? Z minus a, if it contains finite number of negative powers of z minus a, then that singularity z equal to a is called your what? Pole. And order will be the what? Highest. So what is the order? What is the highest order? That is your 2 here. So it is the pole of order 2 at z equal to 3. Okay. Then you need to check whether the series is is there any part? What is that? Now you need to find out whether the series is converges for what value of z. So here very simple, that is, now the series is converges for all value of z such that mod of z minus 3 should be less than 3, because here u is what? What is u here? U is your z minus 3. So this mod of u by 3 will be what? Should be less than 1, obviously, because u is what here? Just this here. U is your mod of z minus 3. Z minus 3 by 3. So this value, z minus 3, this value is obviously less than 3. So ultimately this will be what? Less than 1. So this z minus 3 should be what? Less than 3, and that value will be what? Greater than 0. Simple. So in this way, you can go through all the problems about the singularities. Okay. And then just one more class required to finish your syllabus. So maybe tomorrow we'll finish your syllabus. So limit point is left here, limit point. And then some more some different kinds of functions are there, like meromorphic function, entire function, and then you have residue of a pole. How to calculate the residue? This is the last part, and that should be that will be the completion of your syllabus. So tomorrow we'll do that one, this all part. Okay, so